in Clubhouse One. There are a dozen different player lockers in here that tell the stories of those dozen Hall of Famers. Like I said before, these clubhouses are roughly broken down by era, so this harkens back to some of the earliest days in Twins history. And you can see this giant 3D bat behind me is a replica of the bat that Harmon Killebrew used to hit the longest home run in Twins history at 520 feet. So that's what we got going on in here. Cuddy and Michael, I think if I remember right, you both have pretty legible autographs. Am I right about that?
Yeah, and one thing that's cool, I'm like right here staring at the bat and seeing Harmon's autograph. I think that's the story you're talking about on the bat. For me, and Torii will obviously attest to this. I'm sure he's got his own story as well. But that was Harmon's thing with the young players, is he would look at your autograph and he would basically tell you what he thought about it. And we were in Mankato on Winter Caravan doing the signing afterwards, and there was Mankato, that was a big stop on the caravan. So there's between 900 and 1,000 people there, and we're signing autographs. And it's just at that night, for some reason, it was just Harmon and me. And as it's going through, my signature, which kind of looked like an EKG at the time, he kind of just stops and he asks I think it was a kid. He asked the kid who signed this, and the kid kind of looked dumbfounded at Harmon because there was only one other person that could have signed it. It was me. And he looks at me and says, "Michael, if I see this signature come through looking like this one more time, I'm going to stand up and walk out of here. And the only person that these people are going to be mad at is you, because I'm letting everybody know right now that this signature needs to be cleaned up." So from that moment forward, I think that was like somewhere around 2003. I tried to write it as legible as I could. Sometimes it's not very neat, but at least you can read the letters. And like I said, Torii, I'm sure, has the same story or a similar story to that.
Very cool. Very cool.
It's kind of similar, just 99, I went on the caravan in Detroit Lakes, and I was with Harmon Killebrew, and he said, "Let me see your autograph." And he looked at it, he said, "Good grief, son, this sucks." I'm like, whoa, I've been working on that autograph for a long time. And he told me to hit every letter that you possibly can. And he gave me a story. He said, 150 years from now, you're dead and gone. A kid playing baseball on the field, and he hits the ball in the outfield in the bushes, and they're looking for the ball, and they find a ball, and it's just got a T and an H on it, and they don't know who it is. So they keep playing with that ball. But rewind that, if they find that ball in the woods and it has TORIIHUNTER, they go look it up, see what you've done in this game, and they put it on a mantle. That's the difference between your autograph and that autograph that you have right now. Which one you want to be? I'm like, man, of course I want to be the one that 150 years from now I'm dead and gone, and they find my ball, I want them to put it on the mantle because they know who you are. And that made sense to me. So that's how Harmon got me to really change my autograph.
That's a great story. As I'm looking at a Harmon Killebrew autograph baseball on my mantle right now, man. That's great.
Now the details is what makes it so special. I mean, this is incredible.
You look at all the guys that are in this Hall of Fame, and now this thing is going, possibly exist forever. It's pretty crazy that they've been able to come up with something like this.
I mean, it's like I stated earlier, man, just during this pandemic, you just got to find some kind of creativity. And it's a testament to the Twins, who has a lot of guys in that organization that are very creative. So, I mean, it has shocked me. They continue to advance, and this is pretty cool to get a lot of fans to kind of get that experience, and for us, I mean, it's a great experience for Cuddyer and I as well, just to come here and have a conversation with you and all the fans in here, and I think it's pretty cool. I'm even reading some of this stuff, and I'm learning some stuff about Cuddyer and Godado. It's a pretty cool little Hall of Fame virtual reality experience.
So are you into virtual reality? Are you a virtual reality kind of guy?
Well, I tried it a couple of years ago, just playing around with my sons, and I was jumping off a building. I actually fell and on my knees and actually hurt myself. So I'm a big virtual reality guy. I think it plays tricks on the brain, and in a good way and a bad way. In my situation, it was really bad. I had some sore knees after that, but I think it's pretty fun. This is cool because I don't really have to jump off a building.
This is going to be something that preserves Twins history. Like Torii was telling the story about the baseball. Some kid finds it, and if the autograph's legible, that kid is going to save it. This preserves you guys for who knows how long. I mean, this is pretty crazy to think that something like this is going to exist for centuries. It could.
No, it's really cool, and the innovation. I mean, keeping up with obviously the digital age, and obviously also giving access to fans to these types of virtual venues and experiences, I think is pretty cool. I was talking about somewhere down the future where this could be like a forum where you walk into the film room with a group of people and actually watch a game in the film room virtually with a group. So like the possibilities are kind of endless with this type of format, which I think is really, really special.
When you look at it for kids, I mean, this is something, they talk about growing the game and keeping kids involved. I mean, this kind of brings the computer age video game kids to the real world, so to speak. So there could be potentials there too, right?
Oh, no question, absolutely. And I'm proud to be a part of this with the Twins and Rim Tide. I mean, this is cutting edge, obviously. I mean, this is what I think baseball envisions when you are talking about the younger demographic and getting younger audiences involved into the game. This right here, this platform and this forum. I mean, if this doesn't present those opportunities, I don't know what does.